such an asshole.
So once again, this is free advice for the client and anyone else listening. It's going to help you. And this is not necessarily their fault, but when you go to school, this is a young man, I think he's 2021, I'm not sure, but he's still in school. Your teachers teach you, you got to write a 4-page book report. You got to write a 5-page book report. And what that trains you to do is talk way too much and email way too much. You're also young and you think that everything is new and novel and you got to barf out all your information, maybe in part because no one else listens to you. I am not your friend. I'm not your therapist. This is asshole consulting. We're incredibly busy here. Yeah, us team. We here at the Asshole Consulting family. And it's going to help you out in your career, no matter where, to get to the motherfucking point. This email could have been half the shit it is now. So everybody sit down, pour yourself a coffee. It's going to be a while. Dear Cappy, I've recently found you and your videos and found them very enlightening. I've read the book of numbers and I'm currently working my way through the menu. I'm currently at a point in my life where I'm faced with a wide selection of choices that will impact the course of my life. I would like to hear your input. Great first pair. Great. Background bullet points, skim as you may need. 24, small and short. I'm going to go through because some of this is germane. Work out semi-regularly. What do you got to do that you can't do it regularly? You are born in Minnesota in the north. You're currently residing in the south of Minnesota, where I attended school the previous year. You're Christian. What does that matter, man? Homeschooled, strongly libertarian, not in a relationship, not looking for a relationship, jack of all trade, master of none, for better or worse, no college degree, minimal debt. You own an old vehicle. You could live in that. Attempt to keep stuff at a minimum, though I feel I could trim down further. Father, an immigrant, escaped to the U.S. to escape politics, civil engineer, mentally and physically skilled, socially inept, instilled a strong work ethic in me. Did he? Did he now? He did? Let's go through your options of vomit options here. You just bleh, all over a page. Which piece of vomit should I pick up and reheat, Cappy? Instilled me a strong work ethic and nothing is outside the wheelhouse attitude. Taught many skills such as basic electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, and fairly advanced vehicle repairs, audio engineering, soldering, and general problem solving. Struggles to pass on how to manage in the real world. Mother, also from the same country, stay-at-home mom, extremely narcissistic, talked to me about finances minimally, installed core belief that debt should be avoided at all costs. That's pretty good. That's that's not bad for a mom. Even though she's, I guess, narcissistic. It's kind of, anything she's narcissistic, she's usually more about more money and things for me. Key life points within this scope of the question. 2018. See? Dude, does your boss have time for this shit? Right now, you're not at a place where time matters. Okay? You're at a very basic entry-level job. If you ever want to get anywhere higher, people don't have time for this. 2018, graduated high school. Didn't graduate from, he graduated high school. Attended a college with the intent to get a computer science degree. Was blindsided by the culture shock and lack of understanding of how to succeed at college and failed hard. No, you didn't. You didn't put in the work. It wasn't society. It wasn't I didn't get along with the people. You didn't do the work. You don't have to go out to study. 98% of my studying was done late at night when the whole world was asleep. You got foreigners coming over from Asia, studying engineering and computer science and a second language, and they don't know I couldn't handle the culture shock. Paid in full, no debt. 2019 to 2022, returned to Minnesota, moved out, rented a room from a friend, worked for a landscaping company part-time for all 4 summers. Ooh, part-time for part of the year? Whoa, look out here, Hercules. Slow down with that work ethic. Worked small business IT full-time for 2 years. Okay, good. Got a set of IT certifications, was offered to purchase the business. No, declined due to lack of capital, not wanting to tie myself to the town. And it probably wasn't making money. Worked janitorial part-time for 1 year. Worked security overnights full-time, plus overtime, 80-hour work for the final year. All right, so you're just wandering around. You got no fucking plan. You didn't sit the fuck down and ask, what do I want? And now here's the vomit. Which piece of vomit should I pick up and try and eat again? Left to attend a state college in Minnesota and entered. Oh my God, don't tell me you have a work ethic. Don't tell you got to work. Okay, you have a work ethic, but it's like you got the basic entry level work ethic at Kmart. I know you're working overtime 80 hours a week. That's a work ethic, but it seems like anytime something gets hard, you walk away. And gee, let me know if working 80 hours a week as a security guard is fun or sustainable in the long term. I did it. I know there. I've been there. That's why I'm so angry. So you entered a guitar construction and repair program. Fuck you, and fuck you. You either are going to put in the effort or not. You are the classic fucking whatever it is, zillennial hybrid generation. Your dad was a fucking engineer. He went to school for 4 years, probably passed his licensure, and became an engineer. Here you are, 24. Oh, maybe I learn to pick up a guitar and repair it. How's it working? Is this wonder? You enjoying this? While I was aware it wouldn't provide much in the way of jobs, it was a lifelong goal to learn luthery. And when the opportunity came available, I jumped on it. Okay, so you're not like really got a job or a career or this basic important lower levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Oh my God, I know what I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what he did. Yeah, he did. You started doing white girl blood again, dude. I tell you, damn it, we got to get it off the streets. I don't care about the fentanyl epidemic. I don't care about the opioid crisis. I don't care about heroin. We have the real drug is white girl blood, and you boys have got to stop shooting into your veins. That's the only way. I'm sorry. There's addiction programs. There's 12-step programs. You can recover and live a full life again. There's like people you can watch in their testimonials on you. I used to be addicted to white girl blood and thought the world worked for me. But then through the 12-step program of white girl blood toxification, I became a normal person again who realized he had to get a job. Are you done fucking around? When the opportunity, that's an opportunity, huh? You couldn't figure that out on YouTube, huh? There's not like you could just go to like a community ed program on how to repair guitars. Current renting a room in a very nice town that I'm aware of in the Twin Cities area. Well, not Twin Cities, in Minnesota. Completed first year schooling, paid in full, no debt. Oh, good. So you got a bunch of prereqs out of the way. Do not intend to do the second year as I feel I have the skills I came to learn, and continue would be a waste of money and time. Good. I need to complete one math class and I could graduate with the self-admittedly financially worthless diploma. Well, at least you only wasted a year of your life. What's a year, huh? How many more years would you like to waste? Well, maybe might not be necessary. I would like to get a diploma at this point just to lock in what I have done. No, knock it off. Knock it the fuck off. If this week you get the kick in the nuts award out of all the classes, you're the one that needs the kick in the nuts the most. Why would you get a diploma? Why? I got my 4-year degree over there that I planned on selling. That's a worthless sack of shit degree, and it's some feasibly employable. Your associates in guitar repair? Dude, that's like almost as sad and pathetic as that guy who's got his master's in puppetry. Look him up. It's not that sad, but it's approaching there. And have a clear line of completion, especially since the cost in time and money is minimal at this point. Currently working full-time overnights at a gas station, making low 20s an hour, plus decent benefits and financial bonuses. Look at that. You could have done that right out of high school. You could have been doing that. Hang on. $20 an hour, although it wasn't $20 an hour back in the day. So that's 6 years times, let's just say 40 times 2,000 hours times $20 an hour. Whoa, no, I think I did that wrong. The math is way off. Okay, 2,000 hours, 1, 2, 3, times 6 years, times $20 an hour. There we go. That's only $250,000 you could have worked. Just working at a gas station, man. This brings me to my current choices. I would like to leave the town you're in a year after I've completed the one class and gotten the diploma. I would like to leave Minnesota entirely as it's a terrible place to live. Yes, but you keep making bad choices. You keep and some of these choices might pay off if you pursue them with the aggression, like you did working overtime with the security. What? You have pissed away 6 years of your life. Oh, yeah, I got a hard work ethic. You kind of do, but you're not deploying it correctly. And I remember desperately wanted to get out of Minnesota. Would have done anything. I applied for a job in Rapid City many years ago. It paid $12 an hour. Anything to get out. And are you willing to you could do it. You could go anywhere unlike back in those days, like today, you could pretty much go anywhere and show up on time and do the job, and you could find a little room to rent. You can escape Minnesota. It's possible. So now you're going to give me a buttload of choices. This brings me to my current choices. The company I currently work for is opening new stores in Sioux Falls, and I've had my eye on that state for a while. No income tax, good gun freedoms. I could get a transfer and take my pay and benefits with me. Do it. Do it. You get to one of the best states in the nation. Sioux Falls ain't all that exciting, but you got a job. They're paying a living wage. Do it. I will be doing reconnaissance in the area over the phone. Right. That gets you another 4 or 5 hours closer to the west, where most of the good states are anyway. While it's not glamorous work, I feel I will need to stick with the job for the foreseeable future. It doesn't make sense to leave, especially as it gives me the opportunity to leave the state and not have to change jobs. My savings are low post-schooling, sub 5,000. I would like to build up a 10,000 reserve as soon as possible. I would also like to finally have an apartment to myself, as I'm really getting done with renting rooms for my living situation. Oh, well, maybe if you just focused and got your degree in computer science, you wouldn't have these problems. The conundrum. What happens when you move to South Dakota and you can't handle the culture there? Oh my God, there's so many ranchers and farmers and fat women at Walmart. Oh. The conundrum comes when I look at my career situation and look at those wishes and can't help but think it doesn't line up. While the gas station isn't a bad job and the pay is okay, I feel I would have better future potential if I held off on some of the quality of life upgrades for another few years and worked to get into a real job. Results in the following line of thought: move to South Dakota. If reconnaissance goes well, I can't see how that hurts me in this situation. No, just get out of Minnesota. Get out of Minnesota. In South Dakota, Sioux Falls, it's not that exciting. The town you're in is nicer and it's close enough to the metro. There's some benefits there, but Sioux Falls is not. South Dakota in general is just not an exciting town or state. So this is where you're going to go and you're going to do the work and you're focus on yourself and you're stop being this half man and you're going to become a real man. Get a job, get a future, get a career, get some strategic planning. And then maybe you like Sioux Falls, maybe you don't. This is where you're going to do your stint. I'd say join the National Guard in South Dakota. That'll straighten you up. Do I attempt to work my way up the ranks of the gas station, or do I use it as the financial engine while I move into a different career? Now I want you to watch what you're going to do now to me. IT, I have certifications. Would be really easy for me to do a little bit more schooling and make myself more hireable. Has the possibility of leading to remote work. A few years, it would likely become a reduction of pay in my current earnings. I can force myself to do as long as they do, but I don't enjoy it in the slightest. Electrician, part-time school, full-time, with 3 to 4 years doing as much school and an electrician trade. I have the knowledge and skills to make a clear candidate for a trade. Again, I'm likely to have reduced pay for the first years. It takes a while to complete, not remote. Carpentry and framing. Someone's going, dude, shut the fuck up and ask yourself the question, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? They're all fine options. Which one do you want to do? You're so lazy. You can't sit the fuck down and evaluate these options. The only thing I can tell you is that, yes, these are good options that pay, and they are. And here you are. Where did it go? Or do I use it as do I attempt to work my way up at the gas station? Do I use it as financial while I move into the real? Buddy, if you don't sit the fuck down, make a choice, and come up with a plan, it won't fucking matter. You'll be 34. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. You, ooh, that white girl blood, man. Oh, yeah. I think I can do a job I'm passionate about. Doesn't pay. I would go to Sioux Falls. I would continue working at the gas station. And while you are there, I would sit down every night and figure out what you want to do, and what your game plan is for a career. And you list IT, you don't enjoy it in the slightest. Oh, because yeah, everyone gets paid to do jobs they like. I'm sure the colonoscopy doc loved shoving a camera up my twiggy ass. I'm sure he loved it. He's a boy, it's been my dream and passion to shove probes up of men's hairy asses. Oh, the white girl doesn't want to do it. She don't like whoa. Electrician, part-time school. You've done you've done it in the past. Takes a while to go, not remote. Carpentry and framing. Well, I wouldn't do carpentry and framing because if you're going to put your effort into it, you might as well become an electrician or a plumber. There's something that pays more. Would like to learn to build my own home in the future, likely temporary pay reduction. And it takes a while, not remote. Does that line of thought make sense? Would you recommend doubling down on the gas station or working and getting in a real career? Both. Well, I mean, don't work 80 hours. Look, do your 40 hours a week at the gas station, all right? Find a cheap place to live. You're probably going to have a roommate or just rent a room in a house full of guys. And then sit down and figure out what career you want to have. Should you get a career? Yeah, the answer to that is yes. You absolutely should get a real career. Now, if you want to go through the quick route, I would look at like becoming an accountant. So you're over at the gas station, you could go ahead and then fine. If you got a good reputation, do you want to become an accountant? Oh, I don't like it. Too fucking bad. Do you want the money? Yes or no? Do you want this misery to end? Do you want to always live in a room in an apartment? I have an idea of what looks like the best course of action, but would like the second and professional opinion. Thanks for your input. I hope I kept this up. All right, so these are all fine. I'd say your weakest option is the carpenter and framer because it's not as advanced a skill. But otherwise, electrician is fine. IT would be fine. That would allow you to continue working at the gas station at corporate. But man, okay, enough thumb sucking now. Enough make believes. All right, now's the fucking time. Sit down, figure out what you want to do, evaluate your options, and commit to it. And that's fine if look, you're going to move, you're going to have to get situated. It's going to be at least months. But 1 hour a day, go and evaluate what it's like. Go and research it. Find out what the pay is. Find out in the state of South Dakota, what is the licensure requirement? But yeah, you should be doing something else than just working at a gas station. And if you're here, and this is the key thing, you have good options. It ultimately doesn't matter which route you choose. But if you choose it, finish the motherfucking degree or finish the training. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. You're not a white girl from Edina. You are right. Well, I don't know what crazy, but you're a guy from not Edina. Right? You don't have rich parents, and you don't have society bending over backwards to suck your metaphorical dick. Oh my God, you could do a. No, you can't. Well, you can, but it's going to take work. So, absolutely go to Sioux Falls. Absolutely get out of Minnesota. Work at the new gas station. Find a cheap place to live. And every night, your next mission, more than going to the gym, your next mission is to figure out which of those options or others. You could look at truck driving. You could look at accounting. That's remote. I don't care what it is. The next time you go to school or training or whatever, you're finishing it, and that's your profession. And if you say, but I don't like it, that means you're in the right profession because you're probably getting paid more, because people get paid more to do things they don't like to do that are difficult and hard. If you want, here's another thing. Take my buddy Thor. He's a retired lineman. These guys are bringing in $250,000. Right? It's hard work. It's out in the elements. It's dangerous, but it's $250,000. If you're safe, you'll live. Take his course. It's on Gumroad. Just search Thor, how to become a lineman, Gumroad. Hey, I'm going to put it in the channel because it is a good course. Thor, Gumroad. How to become a power lineman. And he just hold your hands through it. Put it here in the chat room. You do that, you could work anywhere in the country you want. And there you go. Alignment, determine this easy. What is alignment? The electrical lines, those guys put them up there and repair them and install them when a tornado comes through or ice damage or whatever else. I mean, they're like super electricians. They're not dealing with the 110 voltage coming out of your little electrical socket. They're dealing with literally tens of thousands of volts. But that's your problem, buddy. It's not where you are. Well, okay, Minnesota is horrible. You should move. And bad decisions will keep you in Minnesota. You will never leave Minnesota. But you're not committing to anything. And wow, I said so. Now I says, I don't like it. Knock that off. Knock it off. That's why you're in the position you're in now. Commit to figure out something that pays. Commit to it. Do it. This lie that your job is going to be fun and amazing and rewarding. Bullshit. Does it pay? It does? Good. Christoph and on $2. He should move to Evanston, Wyoming immediately. No. No one should move to Wyoming. PI, $5. Should I talk to Chad Elkins about learning accounting for QuickBooks, or is there anyone else you'd recommend? No, I mean, don't. He's just going to say, yeah, do it. He hasn't. Now, he learned QuickBooks through work, but he's not gone through. Should I talk to Chad about learning accounting through? Yeah, just go get a tutorial. Find an instructional video. Go get the book, whatever. Teach yourself QuickBooks. I don't know anyone else out there, though. Look, if you could search for prawn, you could teach yourself QuickBooks. And every guy knows, you could, you all found that porn you always wanted, right? You could find exactly what you want. It took hours, but you could find it. Magically, you can't teach yourself QuickBooks. Drew, $2. CDL hazmat truckers make bank. I might just do it. Yeah, that's another one. Regular truck drivers do well. Checky. Oh, yeah. Volume's turned down. Might as well, yeah. What else have you guys got? What, you got to go to a nightclub, or are you going to? There's some gorgeous redhead with big tatas. It's like, oh my God, I love you so much. Let me make you cookies. Let's raise a family together. Is that on offer? Where's that on? Is it not? Okay, we'll go get in the truck. XYZ Media and Entertainment, $5 Canadian bucks. Why do you hate finance when it seems to have high pay potential? That is, it's skewed. All right. You're going to get, it's like law firms. There's a small minority, or OnlyFans girl. There's a small minority of people who, especially in finance and banking, that are absolutely connected. There's no meritocracy whatsoever. and they make the majority of the money. That brings the mean average up. But if you look at the median and what the average non-Ivy League world, you don't make that much money. It is a way. It's sadly almost engineer work for the studying and the math involved, but with no engineer pay. Just don't even bother with it. I'm now, if you are this guy, you are. They all lie about how much money they make. They all lie. Yes, there are some investment bankers that make millions of dollars a year, but no, I would not. No, be a civil engineer. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. All right, that's it. More on the way. Link below. The Dad You Never Had. Reconnaissance Man is also linked below. If you're trying to figure out where to live, like, I want to leave Minnesota. Well, here there's 49 other states, and quite literally 47 of them are better than Minnesota. Although if you're Minnesota, maybe you like having people. Maybe you want more Minnesota. You go to California. Oh, but then it'd be nice weather. Oh, no. You can't. There's not a lot of self-loathing in California. What would you Minnesotans do moving to a state where you're not supposed to self-loathe yourself? PI, thanks, man. Much appreciated teaching my bros. No problem. All right, that's it. Links below. Oh, and check out Thor's course. See you guys later. Toodles.